Thinking about my past, thinking about my future, trying not to make the same mistakes that I used to. Grinding for the cash, cause broke ain't what I'm used to. Time moving fast, so wasting it is useless. Thinking about my past, thinking about my future.
Hi, thank you so much for tuning in to the Elvira Guzman channel. Today is Fun Fact Friday. So I'm going to share a fun fact about me, and then I hope that you'll share a fun fact about you down there. So a little fun fact about me is how I got into the entertainment industry. As you guys may know, I'm a Hollywood publicist, and I represent a lot of celebrities like athletes, comedians, rappers, R&B artists, and I do a lot of concerts. So the way that I got into the industry is actually I won tickets to be an in-studio audience member for the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And I remember asking my friend to come with me because it was so early in the morning I needed to find somebody who was willing to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and come. So I asked my friend Jason, and he came, and we went to the in-studio audience, and I fell in love. Nobody in my family had ever worked in the entertainment industry. All of my family, they're either doctors and lawyers or hustlers, so there was nothing TV, radio, anything. So when I went in there, I was like, wow, this is something I want to do. So I remember they told this in-studio audience members once the show was over that we had to leave and be escorted to the right. So I remember telling my friend Jason, I was like, Jason, like, hold my purse and my stuff just in case something happens. You could call my sisters and let them know what happened, but I'm gonna go to the left and I need to get a job. So he laughed at me, but he said okay. So I went to the left and I started asking everybody I saw in the hallways, like, how can I get a job here? You know, who do I need to talk to? And the very first person that I encountered was a guy named Scorpio, who happened to be the general manager of the radio station. I'm never gonna forget, I had a velour suit and I looked ridiculous with some sneakers. I mean, I was 18 years old, just out of high school. And he looked at me, he was like, how old are you? And I was like, oh, I'm 18. I was like, but I go to college and I'm smart, I play volleyball, like, I'm really dedicated. And he said, you know, you could get something called an internship. You know, we can't hire you on for a position yet, but, you know, we'd be willing to, you know, give you a meeting to see about that. So he told me to find a woman named Lucretia, and if I met her and if she gave me an opportunity that, you know, then he would put me with an on-air personality instead of like an internship in sales or, you know, anything like that. So I found Lucretia, and sure enough, you know, the lucky part is that she also went to Mount Sac, the junior college that I was currently going to, and she set me up with a meeting, and the next thing you know, I was interning for Keisha Monk. And 3 months later, Steve Harvey hired me, and I was the producer for his radio show, and then he hired me to do the talent booking for BET's Comic View, and the rest is history. So that's a little fun fact about me and how I got into the entertainment industry. I just remember it was so exhilarating, and now when I look back, I'm like, oh my God, Elvira, like, I was so crazy to think that, you know, I was in a radio station just asking people how to get a job there, being that, you know, I worked it with Steve Harvey for 9 years after that, and if somebody were to come up to me and be like, hey, like, I want to get a job, like, you know, I would have to, you know, just laugh and say, you know what, I was there one time. So that's a little fun fact about me. So please share your fun facts with me down here, and also let me know what type of videos you guys want me to upload. This is about you guys, so we can interact and get to know each other. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Thinking about my future, trying not to make the same mistakes that I used to. Grinding for the cash, cause broke ain't what I'm used to. Time moving fast, so wasting it is useless. Thinking about my past, thinking about my future, trying not to make the same mistakes that I used to. Grinding for the cash, cause broke ain't what I'm used to. Time moving fast, so wasting it is useless.
Addiction hard to break. Believe it, anything you put your mind to, you can achieve.